All right, we are doing our countdown, 1 minute until we get rolling. So just like all the other days, come on in, grab a seat, comfortable, get ready. We have a lot to talk about today, and we've got 1 hour. We've got a hard stop today. So make sure you're in, and we're going to get rocking and rolling a little under a minute. Excited to work with you. I've got a couple of people's questions that I have that I want to make sure I cover today too. So come on in. It's now 5 Eastern. We're going to be starting in just a moment. We're connecting to Facebook, so we'll be live on Facebook as well. Hopefully you've been here for the other days and you'll be here for the entire program. Don't want to miss any of this program. All right, we're in the final moments of countdown. So again, come on in, join us. We're going to work on your program today. This is a very important day. Tomorrow is really important too, come to think of it.
I know, right here behind the scenes is like, Facebook is not coming. Facebook is not coming up. I don't know what the deal is. If it's not coming up, we will just get started without Facebook.
Yep. Sometimes technology works and sometimes it doesn't.
So while we're waiting for Facebook to come up, welcome to day 4. Today is super important. Like Terry said, we are going to actually design your program. And I love what Terry told me in the green room right before we started. There are so many myths out there that she's going to break today. Going to make your life so much easier. So I'm excited for today. We have a few winners and a few surprises to share with you, but we also do have a hard stop, meaning we have to stop at 6 o'clock Eastern. So if you have any questions, or if you want to pick Terry's brain, you really want to make sure that you get into the Hangout and you get your chance to get some FaceTime, because we're going to have to stop at 6 exactly. So without further ado, how about we get started?
All right. Welcome to day 4.
Yes. Go for it, Terry. Yes.
All right, here we are. So today we're going to talk about how you actually now design your program, that it's going to be your guaranteed value-based program. And what I have to say to you, first of all, is I'm going to call them false experts, because that's the only word that I really feel speaks to who they are. There are people that are teaching, raise your prices, go get high-paying clients. And they're not teaching you, and this is a big issue for me, they're not teaching you how to create a value-based program, and they're not teaching you how to create one step-by-step, and they're not teaching you how to put out a program that actually has a solution and gets people to the outcomes they actually need to get to. So if you just raise your prices and you go out there and say, oh, now I have a high-ticket program, 2 things are going to happen. One is you're not going to have a lot of buyers because you haven't found what do the buyers really want? You haven't created a step-by-step program, and you don't have a guaranteed outcome. And then the second thing that happens is if you put people through the program and they don't get results because you didn't follow the steps I'm going to teach you today and tomorrow and other steps, you'll be scratching your head going, I don't really understand. Nobody's buying my program. Nobody's coming to my program. And it's real simple. You can't get people to come to your program or buy your program unless you follow step by step. So what I'm going to share with you today is what I've used for all of my own high ticket programs. I have my highest ticket at $50,000, another program at $25,000. I have a $12,500 program. And in my program, we actually teach people how to create their high ticket program and take them by their hands and create a webinar for their program. That's $2,500 program. So I just want you to understand that we've got to bust these myths that you just go put a price on something and you go out there and build it and they will come. It's not what's going to happen. So we're going to talk today about what is the fastest way to deliver your results. Some of you were asking questions like, should my program be 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks? So it's very, very important for you to understand this. Here's another myth. Let's break this myth. You do not need like an encyclopedic course, an encyclopedia of, 50 hours of video and 100 worksheets and an article to command high prices. All of that is really old marketing. It's just give people stuff, content, and then say, well, it's very expensive because it has all this content. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about getting 50 hours of video. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to watch 50 hours of video or hundreds of worksheets or articles after articles. Here's what people care about. I'm frustrated and I'm struggling, and I want to get to this result or this outcome. Can I work with you in your high ticket signature program to get to the outcome that I want to get to? And do you have the steps to get me there, and can you guarantee it? So please let go of the myth that you have to go create this massive amount of content, because in my experience, less content, I'm going to repeat this twice, less content is actually worth more. Listen to what I said. I'm going to say it again because it's that important. Less content is actually worth more. What do I mean by that? Get me to my result in the shortest amount of time that you can without giving me a bunch of stuff.
Amen.
Amen. Right? Have you ever bought programs where it's like you get all this content and you have no time to look at it or watch it?
No, we have a life.
Right. And I want you to have a life. I want you to have a 6- and 7-figure business and have a juicy, delicious, phenomenal life. And that's how I built my businesses and my clients' businesses. So what is it that you have to put in your program in order to make it value-based and a guaranteed program? The first thing is that you have to go back to what is your target audience's frustrations? What are their problems? So let's say that you helped people. I'm going to give you an example. You helped people who have back pain, and you sell some kind of insoles. This is a true client of mine. So what are people's frustrations? Their back hurts. They can't get down on the floor with their children, their grandchildren. They're constantly taking Advil or Tylenol or whatever it is. They're having trouble walking. They can't play sports. They have frustrations. Their one overall problem is, I have back pain. What's the outcome they want to achieve? And again, my client got this by asking the question, if I could help you with one thing and only one thing, what's the one result you would want me to help you with? And the outcome is, I would like to be able to have no back pain. Very simple. So here's your frustrations. Back is keeping you up, pain, blah, blah, blah. Here's your outcome. At the end of the program with me, with these insoles, and I'm going to teach you how to use them and walk with them and everything else, you're going to see a dramatic reduction in back pain. And then to build your guaranteed value-based program, this is really important. Breathe this in and really get this. Your program needs to have 3 to 5 steps, not 50, not 6. So I'm gonna make a request of you. Ready? Talking right to you. Listen to me. Don't go do your own thing and say, well, I heard what Terry said, but I'm gonna do something else. I can't help you if you're going to go do something else. What I'm teaching you is proven. It's formulaic. It's worked for me. It's worked for hundreds and hundreds of my clients. It works. What I find some of you doing, and I'm watching your comments, I'm seeing you're shifting things a little, is you're changing. And then it's not going to work. This is a proven system and formula. It works over and over and over again. 3 to 5 steps. Why 3 to 5? Because when we start teaching people too many steps to take them to an outcome, it takes too long, they get confused, and they don't get there. We're going to show you this model that I'm going to step you through in a moment. I want you to ask yourself, how many steps will it take? So if I'm going to take someone to create their high-ticket signature program, I ask myself, what are the things I have to teach them to get them a guaranteed result? And then I break them down. What's the first thing they need to know? That's step 1, moving them towards that result. Is there something else they need to know? Yep, that's step 2. Is there something else? Yes, that's step 3. Now, maybe I can do 3 steps and get them there. My gentleman who does this insole program helps you figure out which insoles to get, helps you do a walking program a few seconds a day, literally, and then has a final program of what you do with the insoles. 3 simple steps. Some of my clients have 4 steps, and the most is how many? Come on, gang, 5, no more than 5. So you break it down. You say, here's where people are starting. They're coming in. They told me they have this pain, they have this frustration, and they told me they want to go here. There's their goal. What are the 3, 4, 5 steps to get them there? And that is all you need to do. So it's time for you to look at it's your model. I want to take people who are here. I want them to go here. What are the simple steps that will take away their frustrations and move them to the outcome? Is that clear?
Totally. And, people are totally relating to that. Rachel says, amen. Don says, yes, we have all that set up. Do I need to let people go or go where somewhere? I don't know. Kim says, I so agree. And I hate when they put all these so-called bonus programs that I probably will never use.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's really what I call old school. It's like the old Amazon campaigns, from like 20 years ago. Oh, get this book, and then you get this, and you're like, I kind of just wanted the book. I didn't want 80 million things that I have no time to look at. Just get me to the result.
Yes, exactly. And so, guys, what we want you to do is, as you're looking at your worksheet, these are the things that you need to fill in, and that will be your program. So I'm going to share my screen again one more time.
Thank you.
And there we go. So first of all, the first myth, the old marketing mindset that Terry was talking about, is that you don't have to have a billion things in your program to demand high prices. You just need to get them to the outcome as fast as you can. And to do that, you need to answer these 3 questions. What are their frustrations? Right? What is the outcome that you promised, the guaranteed result from yesterday? Then what are the 3 steps that you're going to take to get them to that outcome? So write those steps down. Write down what is the frustration, and that you're getting that from your survey. What's the outcome that you guarantee that you can give? And then what are the 3 to 5 steps that you can bring them there? So what we're going to help you with today is Terry's going to help you once you come into the Hangout is to actually see, is there anything that you can eliminate? What can you bring there? What is the frustration? What are the problems? So before I make the Hangout link available to you guys, we're going to update that. Let me read a few of the questions. First of all, one of the question is, are we going to be here Saturday and Sunday? Are we, Terry?
We're going to be here Saturday, same time, same place. We're going to take a day off on Sunday so that those of you who enjoy football, like me, can watch the Super Bowl. So we're going to be here Saturday. We're not going to be here on Sunday. We'll be back Monday.
And then the other question is, you said today is very important. It is. And Rachel says, so the day after tomorrow are not important? And she goes like, I'm smiling.
I love that. So yeah, you're right, Rachel. Every day is important. They build, and that's the key thing, they build upon each other. So I was noticing like some of you are just watching the replay, for example, in day 2, and we're at day 4. And I'm going to address one of those questions in a moment. You want to do your best to stay with us each day, to come in live, get your questions answered. Every single day is important. They literally build on each other. I'm building you a framework step by step by step. Some of the concepts are more important than others. I'm telling you what's here today and tomorrow is ridiculously important. So you don't want to miss, obviously you're here now, but you don't want to miss tomorrow either.
Yay. So as we answer more questions, guys, refresh your page and jump into the Hangout. Remember to mute your microphone before you do that. Jump on in so we can actually work with you on your program. Another question. So first, actually, let's recognize some people. What do you say? We have a game going on.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. And so number 1 in the game is actually Rachel that we haven't yet met. So Rachel, if you come online today and say hi and we can hear your voice, that's awesome. Rachel is the first person who actually referred someone and they became a player through her link. So congratulations. Yeah. Hold on, let me mute this thing. And then another question is regarding the steps. So every step is a module in the program?
So you can call it a module. You refer to it however you want. It's how do you get from where you are, I'm frustrated, to the outcome I want. Module, step. I'm going to explain to you how to build that. So it could be a module, which could be a webinar. It could be a module, which could be a worksheet. It could be a module, which could be a PDF. It could be a module, which could be you doing a coaching or consulting call. You get to design your program with my help over the next few days, just the way you choose to design it. What I want you to think about now is what are the things that you need to do. Don't worry about whether you're teaching it in a webinar or whether you're sending them an email. It doesn't matter. That's not material today. What's material is what do they have to know, then what do they have to know, then what they have to know, with maximum of 5 to get from their frustration to their outcome.
Awesome. And we're getting more comments. Jocelyn saying, this is freaking brilliant. And Rachel is saying, good point. I never have time to get around to the bonuses. Nobody does. Yeah, so this is great. So let's get started with the people here. And
can I respond to Carrie's question from yesterday before we do that?
Yes, let's do that.
Great. So Carrie, I happened to notice you said you were watching the replay for day 2, and you said regarding the one question, what if the person you're asking comes back with, well, your question's kind of vague, could you be more specific? And I thought it was relevant. Some of you might get that response too. So if somebody said to me, well, Terry, what do you mean if you could help me with one result and only one result? Tell me more. That's very vague. What I would say is, nope, I'm not going to tell you more. You tell me. I'm offering to help you with one thing. What is that for you? The minute you give them any information, you're leading them and you're pushing them down towards your path. So that's what I wanted to answer for Carrie. Carrie also gave a shot at her core unique positioning. Well done, Carrie. She said, I help busy, frustrated business owners. So that's good. We're targeting people. I'd like to know what kind of a business owner, a specific industry, specific revenue, solopreneur, so a little bit more specific. I help busy, frustrated business owners to increase their bottom line by $5,000. Well, that's good. We're going to increase. That's not a whole lot of money, by the way. So I don't know that I would be willing to pay you a high ticket of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more to only increase by $5,000. So I'm not so sure. But then you said something that kind of, I did one of these. You said increase their bottom line by $5,000 within the first 15 minutes of our meeting. Well, if you can do that in 15 minutes, why would I buy any program of yours? I wouldn't. So you don't want to do only 5,000. If you know how to get them to an extra $5,000 in 15 minutes, get them to 15,000, get them to 50, get them to 25. That I wouldn't talk about within 15 minutes. And then you take away the frustration, you said, by eliminating the negative customer experiences delivered by unhappy staff members. It's kind of a mouthful. So it has something to do with the way you're teaching staff members. So something that has to do with staff or customer service. I wouldn't talk so much about negative customer experience, unhappy staff. It sounds like, well, I have to look at my staff. Are they negative? I don't know. I'm trying to be objective. Is my staff unhappy? I'm not sure. So try to find something more specific. And then it's with your guaranteed. That was awesome. Next best move business building process. I'd like you to rename that next best move. What is that move? So I'd like the name to be what that move is, whatever that is. Like the example I gave the other day, one of my programs, Command, Connect, Convert, kind of tell you what the program is. So I just wanted to address that real quick, and then we can move forward.
Thank you. Thank you for following up on yesterday. So here's the beauty of this whole thing, guys. Terry is teaching you a system. Every day is something else, right? It's we started with a survey and finding out what they want, and now we're working on the program, and then it's going to be pricing, and then how do you sell it, and then how do you close? There's a lot of questions that are coming in, and a lot of them are at the beginning. So what's great about this is that even though these 10 days are going to be over soon, you guys can continue with Terry for, we're going to tell you at the end because there's a little bonus in there as well. So, so stick around because this is really, really great. You're not going to lose the support until you get your stuff out there. So the first person, Bautista, I love that you're always coming in first, lady.
Awesome, Bautista. Good to have you. Oops, can't hear you yet.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Try again.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
No.
Wait, you do it if that.
Can you hear me now?
Let's
Can you
see,
hear me
let's
now?
see.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Try now. I think you need to choose your microphone. It's not. It's not. You haven't like tried to choose your microphone again from the Hangout cogwheel.
The settings cogwheel will let you choose microphone.
Let me see. Default microphone.
Bautista?
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
No.
No, we're not getting you.
No?
How about try to log out and log back in?
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll be right back with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I see her twice there. That's why maybe. Oh, you know what? Try this. Bautista, don't close.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We got you. Yay.
Yeah, because I tried to log in earlier and I was having difficulty and I see my name is also here. Okay, anyway. So I'm really pleased that what I heard today about the system, because my program is a 3-step program. Good. And the people that have been on it, actually one of the testimonials that they have commented is, oh, we love it because it's so simple and it's a 3-step program. You do this, this, this. So I'm totally on target with that. So I love that. What I'm still struggling with is what we talked about yesterday. And if I could pick your brain, because I've done a lot of thinking about this. And is that, you know, what I realized from the discussion that we had is that the 20 to 50% strength increase is really not a benefit, even though from my perspective, I know it's a benefit because I know how it feels like to be stronger. But strength increase is really not a benefit, even though, oh, I'm having an echo. Can you still hear me?
Go ahead. You're back.
Yeah, okay. So I thought that I need to focus more on the benefits.
Okay.
So because I thought that was maybe a little bit intimidating for a woman.
What is the one result? What is the one benefit?
Okay, so there's a lot. It's okay. I thought about it because I didn't have any answers for my survey. Okay, so I have 2 things that I want to read to you, and then I want to see if that resonates with you. Okay, the first one is, I help busy women with no time look and feel 15 years younger by eliminating aches and pain with Dr. Fitness USA's Done With You proprietary prescription strength training system, guaranteed.
Okay, let me stop for just a second. So busy women with no time is a little repetitive for me because if I know I have no time. So I would take out the no time, busy women. Is it measurable that I could actually do a metric to do a guarantee to see if somebody actually feels 15 years younger?
Yes, I believe so. Because we take pictures. And after the person goes through the program, they literally, you can take an after picture in really a very short time, 6 weeks to 3 months. You can see already the face clearing up and they feel better. And also as because of the strength increase that they do get, which to me is a benefit, but you know what I mean? It's a process. So the person can just start doing nothing in the gym, like having 5 pounds. And then all of a sudden in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, we've run the program from 6 weeks to 3 months. Okay, we need to pick which one. And you can see that after they go through the process that now they're just kicking ass.
I love it. I love it. So I would stop that one at the end of with my proprietary doctor blah, blah, blah program and not all that other stuff, strength and da, da, da. I would just stop right there. The benefit is you're going to help this busy woman look 15 years younger. It's with blah, blah, blah program guaranteed.
With Dr. Fitness's proprietary program?
Yep.
So you wouldn't even mention that it's strength training?
Nope, because I'm in. I want to look 15 years younger. I'm going to get in and you're going to show me how.
Okay. Can I just run by you that other option? Because I have 2 and I was wondering. My other one was I'll help busy women, so we eliminate with no time, get their body back.
Too vague. What is
too vague?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the first one a lot better. I want to give you one coaching point, and vicariously, this is going to help every single person. When we mention words like I'm struggling, I'm having difficulty, right, we talked about it a little yesterday, it literally tells the universe, this is a struggle, this is hard. So just reframe for yourself, I'm still playing with, I'm still working with, even work feels heavy to me. I'm still playing with, I'm still learning, whatever, processing. Just make it a little bit lighter so that it actually comes faster for you.
Okay, that sounds good. So the first one then is the goal. I help busy women look and feel 15 years younger by eliminating aches and pains with Dr. Fitness USA's Done With You program, guaranteed.
You got it. You aced it. Way to go.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Good to have you again.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Okie doke.
So another question is, what are the 3 steps in the program, right? This is what we're working on today. So what are the 3 steps in the program? And then tomorrow we'll talk about how to price it. But that's awesome. Look at Kim and her background.
Kim, every day she is amping up the game. Wow, that's amazing. She went ahead, she got her green screen, now she's got her XSplit. Oh man, she rocks. That's awesome. All right.
Well, we can't hear you. So Kim, your microphone, unmute yourself.
Unmute. Still muted. There you are, Kim.
Yeah.
Kim.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. I love your background.
Hi.
It's fantastic.
Thank you. I was surprised it worked.
It's not just good, it's phenomenal. I love it. And you're really well lit. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ifat.
You're welcome.
So where are you? Do you have an idea of your steps?
I put it over in the
Oh, I see it.
box
Great.
over here.
Look at the chat box and rock it with you. Okay. So Kim says, each of my steps is a 30-day project. At the end of the 90-day window, they will have a 30-day program and a proprietary proprietary system for marketing and launching their program. It includes VIP retreats, weekly workshops, group coaching, access to recordings and resources. Bonus will be a CRM for the year. Okay, great. So I'm going to make a suggestion. I would like that to be the second program. I would like you to have a starter program that is only your 30-day program. So
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why, Kim. One program that's only 30 days so that people get a quick result with you. They get a result in 30 days. Oh my God, Kim is amazing. She's awesome. She guaranteed this was going to happen for me in 30 days. It happened. Their question is going to be to you, Kim, what's next? And so then you can have another program that then is a 60-day program, right? So we'll still get to 90. So they come in at one program. We're going to price tomorrow, but I'm going to make up a number just for fun. $3,500 for 30 days. You came in here. That's where you end. Here's the steps we went through in 30 days. And then if it's a fit, then I want you to go into my 60-day program because the next thing we're going to do is build on that. And here's the steps for that program. Does that make sense?
Yep. Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's easy and it's easy to pull that apart. So I'll do that. And I totally get you. And I thank you so much. You saved me so much time.
You've done such a great job in following what we're teaching. I just take my hat off and celebrate you.
Thanks, girl. See you tomorrow.
All right. You're welcome. While we're there, Yvette, should I do Eileen, who's come up there as well?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So Eileen, you said, I help frustrated and overwhelmed business owners. So that's pretty good, Eileen. We're targeting, I'd like you to be really specific. What kind of a business do they own? Do they own restaurants? Do they own spas? Are they solopreneurs? Are they doing $1 million? I'd like you to be specific. And then you get more specific, who are just starting up. So I would say, I'd change that a little. I would help startup business owners who are frustrated and overwhelmed. So begin with the word startup versus frustrated and overwhelmed, because somebody could be frustrated and overwhelmed who owns a multi-million-dollar business and isn't a startup. But the minute someone hears a startup, if they're a startup, they go, oh, I need to listen to Eileen, who are just starting out to make more money and become profitable. We'll make more money. You know, making more money isn't that important. This is going to sound weird to all of you, so let me explain that. The first time in my consulting business, 20-something years ago, when I did my first year where I did $1 million, I made, quote, more money, right? I'd done about 500,000. I went to $1 million. That's more money. It was my worst year in business. I'm being 100% honest in terms of profits, because I kept my eye on the wrong ball all year. I kept the eye on the revenue ball. I didn't keep my eye on anything else. And when I sat down with my accountant at the end of the year, it's like, well, you know, you did a little over $1 million and here's what you took home. And I'm like, what? Like, I took home way more when I made 500, 600,000. What did I do wrong? And so I don't want you to focus, this for everybody, on someone making more money. I want you to focus just on becoming more profitable, because a startup needs profits or they can't stay in business. And we don't care what you're teaching us. So you say, by teaching us the basic business foundation. I don't think as a business owner who's struggling as a startup, I wake up in the morning and say, I say I want to be more profitable because I want to stay in business. But I don't think I say, well, what's the proper business foundation? So I would suggest to you that you don't look at that as the end result. The end result is I take startup business owners who are frustrated and overwhelmed, and with my simple, easy, blah, blah, blah process, I help them become more profitable in X days guaranteed, or X weeks guaranteed. So there you go. Play with that one.
There we go. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm like, comments and interactions, all that stuff. This is so great. James Cooper, I think this is your first time here, isn't it?
Oh, James, welcome.
You unmute yourself. Let me see.
Get James unmuted.
We saw him a second ago. He was on camera. James, do you want to come back?
Got yourself muted. If you can unmute. Love to help you, James.
And if you're not, okay, we'll see until it's coming in. Number one player is Rachel. Rachel, how are you? Can you unmute yourself?
You're muted, Rachel.
There we go.
It does help to unmute ourselves, doesn't it?
Hey, that's how we learn. We all learn. It's good to have you, and congratulations. You're doing a great job. Oh, is she back to mute? Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, it's not James that we're trying to get. We're working with Rachel. We'll get back to you, James. We moved on when we couldn't hear you. Where's Rachel? She's muted again.
Am I back?
You're back. Sorry, you got
okay. Yeah, I was just saying it's a pleasure to share your information with other people, hoping that they would also jump in this with us.
Exactly. And I just want to congratulate you. You're doing great, and you're playing the game, and you're just doing phenomenal. So what can I help you with today?
Okay, I have a question about the 3 to 5 steps that you recommend that we have. And my screen froze for a long time, and you may have covered this already, so please forgive me.
That's okay.
But is each step in our program intended to have an outcome? So each step, it stands alone, but it's all working up to that one outcome, or does each step have its own outcome? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a great clarifying question. I appreciate you asking it. So the ultimate goal is, there's a struggle, there's an outcome. The ultimate goal is just to get them the one outcome. So each step doesn't need to have a quote unquote outcome. It needs to move them closer to the ultimate outcome. So for example, today, I'm teaching you, well, how do you create your program? So that's a step. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you how to price the program. That's a step. All of these steps will lead to the ultimate goal of our work together. Does that make sense?
It does. And it should be progressive.
Exactly.
Step, right?
Progressive builds on each other in a leveraged way. So for example, what I taught you in day 1 takes you into day 2. What I taught you in day 2 takes you to day 3. So you want to have 3 to 5 steps that just move people to the ultimate outcome.
So just model what you're doing here with us.
Very smart.
Challenge.
Exactly. You got it. Exactly.
But yeah, I think I do have it. Thank you, Terry.
My pleasure. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you came on with us, and I hope to see you here tomorrow as well.
You will. Thank you.
Rock, thank you so much.
I would love to know. I don't think, Cheryl, you told us. What are you doing? What is your business?
Rachel?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, business mentor.
And what's the goal that you're moving people towards?
Get more clients.
Okay, get more clients. Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, keep rocking it.
Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome.
Okay, and James, we got you on camera. Hello.
James, I love that smile. We just need to unmute James.
He is unmuted. So James, unmute yourself.
You
on
unmute
the microphone on the top. Red microphone on the top.
See, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking.
You got
go.
it. Yay. Hey, James. How are ya?
Oh, am I there?
You're there. You're there.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah. Good to have you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for asking. Thank you. So what can I help you with today?
So what we've done in the past is we built a system based off of my book, From Crackers to Caviar. It's a guide to personal development. And the system was built into 4 parts. It was sight, execution, excellence, and determination, taking them down this journey. So you had to see it clearly first before you could move on it, and then you have to get better at it every day. And what we do is we work with small business owners, solo entrepreneurs, helping them build systems and processes so that they are no longer bound by their business. They're no longer slaves to their business, but their business now serves them. So I was looking for with some language around that, and I wanted to make sure that the 4 parts that we have make sense when we're out talking to people.
All right. So small business owners, they're building systems. What's the guaranteed outcome? If I go through the program with you, I'm kind of struggling, I'm here. What do I have at the end that I can actually tangibly say I got?
You have a successful business that you own but doesn't own you.
So what does that mean?
That means that you can now make money while you sleep. You can now operate your business without having to be in your business every day.
Great. So I'd like you to language that. That's the piece that's not quite right for me. The make money while you sleep, I'm a little concerned about, because there are people that are going to think that that is a scam or a sham. You know what I'm saying? So the people don't, right? And what I believe people want is, how can my business run without running me or taking over my life? So I think something that's worded more clearly, have your business run without you having to feel that you're running the business. Something like that would be more clear. Other than that, I think it's very cool. I think you've got, we start with the site, we do the execution. I think you've got all of that and you've got the system down. So just tweak that, James, and you should be in good shape.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Good to have you. Love your smile. I'm so glad to see you.
It's been my honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Hey. Amy, you are next. Hi, Amy.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. Good to have you. How you doing?
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh my God, I'm learning so much. It makes my brain hurt.
Well, we'll try to give you a brain massage today.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Tell me about your system.
So I think I finally have a value proposition put together, I think. And what I wrote is, I help solopreneurs achieve social media success by eliminating the ROI mystery with my signature done with you training process.
Ooh, you are really coming a long way. You are working it. Good. Can you guarantee you're doing it? Can you guarantee the process?
Yes, I can.
And can we language social media success into something that's very concrete? Because success, what does that mean? I get more followers. What does that, if I'm going to pay you for that, what am I getting?
So, and this is where I'm really struggling, because social media has pivoted so much just in the last 2 months. And it's turning into a very different, looking animal. So what social media is really about is creating communities and, you know, leveraging your knowledge with everybody else's so that you can be stronger in what you're doing.
Okay.
And the Facebook algorithm has really messed people up. But the bottom line is that what I teach is about how to create those communities so that you can build authority and success.
Now you just gave me the words I'm looking for, because I'm like, why use social media? Who cares? There's all these complicated algorithms.
Right.
Authority and credibility.
Ah.
I teach you to build authority and credibility, because that is what business owners want.
Yes.
They don't want social media success as much as, I don't care what you're going to tell me, but if I can become the authority in my niche, if I could have that credibility, I'm going to get more clients. I'm going to be more known. Those are the words I'd love to have you use instead of social media.
Okay. Thank you. Because I just couldn't find the right language for this.
I totally got it. And what I appreciate about you is you kept playing with us and working it. And that's how we get to the final answer. So you did really well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Great to have you. You're awesome.
Thanks. You too.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay. And we have Catherine Dagger. Catherine, unmute.
She is. Let's make her unmuted.
Yay.
Hey, good to have you back. Good to see you
Thank
again.
you. Great to see you too. This is more than wonderful.
I'm glad you're doing it. Good.
Yes.
So what are your steps? Where are we at with you?
Okay, so we are my product, and what I do with companies is transformation, which is called Business Legacy Blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm working with, and you asked me to get more specific. So it's middle-sized companies that have from 20 to 300 employees. So this is larger companies.
This is better.
And the leaders are burned out or just so frustrated because they can't get engagement and cooperation.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what most of them are, just at their wits' end.
Perfect.
We're all blaming it on millennials, you know? I call that rent a blame, right?
I love it. That's awesome.
So my steps are, and they have been all along, the first step is to create a partner with the company. So we're really working, do it with you. And it's vision and alignment is the first step.
Okay.
So it's working on the culture, and so it's vision and alignment. And the second step is to really go deeply into customizing their business legacy blueprint with them.
Okay.
And so we have the standards, and it's what good looks like, and it's very specific. So it's wonderful.
Okay.
And the third step is implementation. So it's an on-site opportunity for me to do training, to create a team of mentors. So there are keepers of the flame, and they know what to do as this culture is transforming with them. The fourth step is reinforcement. Okay. So that all this beautiful new stuff doesn't fade away into autopilot. So there's all kinds of reinforcement tools, coaching, huddles, beautiful things like that. And the fifth one is I stay with them for an entire 6 months with coaching to keep it alive and keep the leaders and the mentors really out of their comfort zone and keep them really initiating. And that guarantees profit, alignment, and they have a structure they can build upon forever.
So I'm loving this. So a couple things. This is awesome. I love that you narrowed it down. It's the mid-size, 200 to 300 employees. Your audience are the leaders who are burnout, frustrated, lack of engagement and cooperation. You nailed down what it is that the problem is. First step, I'd love for you to name these something that maybe could go together in some way, shape, or form that fits really well. So the first step, vision or alignment, play with that step. The second, business legacy blueprint, that's what you do. Implementation, reinforcement. The final step where you do the coaching should have some name to it. So let me just give you an example.
Great.
When I was doing a lot of corporate coaching, we had a process that we used. And the final step of the process was called, and it was a trademarked word that I used at the time, transformation teams. And I just named it because we're going to stay on site and we're going to help create teams within the company. So once we left the consulting and coaching project, we really created permanent change in a company from the inside out. And it had a name. So I'd love the last step to have the name. And I'm going to give you an assignment. I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. It's going to be fun. I want you to take your 5 steps and I want you to play with some names for it. So either the name, best names have alliteration. So like mine, command, connect, convert. Another thing that works really well, and this kind of is in my head for you, is if you can name something that ends up being your process. So the word legacy is in yours. So if there's a way to name this process something L-E-G-A-C-Y, I don't know whether there is or isn't. That's a challenge to have some fun with. But for example, I've had clients that do different things. One person does something with teams. We name their process TEAM. So that's my challenge for you, because other than that, you're right there. Well done.
That is really great. And I have one question about I created my survey, haven't done it yet, but you know, with that Google form, it looks kind of hunky and bulky. Do I send it out in a personalized email and just so I want to give a context for why I'm doing this, because these are my big clients and I've got hundreds of them. Sure. So I don't want to go like, surprise, here's a thing.
That's a really good point. So it gives you a beautiful URL when you create your Google survey. You just get a lovely URL to it. And what I've done in the past is I've said, something like this in my email, and of course yours will be your voice. My voice is this. We really want to make a difference in the companies we work with. And we're glad to work with you and have known you and been working with you. And we want to continue making a difference for others. If you'll answer this one question, it will be incredibly helpful for us, and it will just take you a moment. And that's how we.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's just perfect. Now I'm rolling.
All right, you keep
so
rolling.
Excited. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow.
I will. You're not getting rid of me ever again.
I'll get rid of you. Come back tomorrow. All right, bye.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you.
It's so cool. Okay, so our next one is Rob. Guys, we have 13 more minutes. So let's try to get to everyone in 13 minutes. Can we do that? Let's see.
Unmute Rob.
Hey, Rob. You are muted.
You're muted, Rob. You have to unmute yourself. Ooh, it sounds a little weird. Try again. You sound like a lot of background noise and your voice is really muffled. Just so you know, you're sounding like Mickey Mouse, actually. It's entertaining, but I can't you. All right, I'm not sure what that is going on. If that.
Yeah. So Rob, try to drop off and try to come back again. And if not,
you go back out and come back in.
Yeah.
All right. I also think Eileen typed something in the chat box. I'll respond to that while we're working on this. Market research. So these are your steps: market research, business plan, business structure, name of your business, applying for license and permits. Does that go with what you told me up above? I'm going back up there. Frustrated business owners to become profitable. No, I actually want you to teach me either to become profitable, which getting me a business license doesn't make me profitable. I want you to pick one thing, just one thing that's the bigger thing you're going to get me to. So if the bigger thing is getting me profitable, whoops, Rob, if you can mute for a moment. So the bigger thing is getting profitable, but I wouldn't be that interested if I was a startup in what does running my business mean? I mean, there's operations things that could go on forever. I want you to take me to instant profits. So I'd rather you change your program, Eileen. I teach you to become instantly profitable in X amount of days. And a profit means that I'm making some money in my business. So I don't care if you go help me get my first client, my first 5 clients. And the pieces that are in there, you might be teaching me, I don't think they're as important as I would want. Getting a permit, that's not the most important thing I would want. So I want you to rethink the steps that take someone to the goal that you mentioned before, which is profitability. Rob also typed up here when we had trouble understanding him. So let me look at that first. He said, 4th draft, and I honor you and respect you because you keep working with us. I help people 40 plus. So we get a specific target audience who are tired of their aches, pains, and high stress. Great. We know what they're struggling with and what their problem is. Increased oxygen and nutrients to the body's cells. Okay. This is the only piece that's not quite right for me. When we ask people, what's the one outcome I can help you with, and just the one, I'm sure many people say, I want more energy and less physical discomfort. I believe that people will say that. I don't believe that people go, I wake up in the morning and I just wish I had more oxygen and more nutrients. So I don't want that part in there. I don't want proprietary device yet, because it's moving me away from this. What is the device? What does device mean? And actually the word device can be scary to some people. So I help people 40 plus who are tired of their aches, pains, and high stress, who are, and take out seriously seeking, who are seeking a natural way to have a better quality of life with and I want to use proprietary device, with a clinically proven system or process. With a clinically proven system or process. And the process or system could be, yes, use this device in this way. Use this device in this way. I can see that Rob is talking to someone there. Cheryl. Let me guess. All right, let's see if we can unmute Rob for a minute. Rob, can you unmute? Are you on? Can you unmute? There, you're there. Let's see if I can unmute. For whatever reason, the microphone is sounding really awful and we can't understand you. Sorry. All right. Hopefully that helps. Sorry about that.
But it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute.
You really, Rob, sometimes go back and listen to the replay because it sounded like Mickey Mouse was visiting us.
Okay, so Robin, I think, is our last one. Let's try. Robin?
Hi.
Hi, Robin.
How you doing?
Awesome. Good to have you back.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I actually missed the first half of your presentation. I had a little emergency I had to deal with. So I'm hoping I caught up on everything as far as the 3 questions goes.
All right, no worries. First thing that I'll say is when you get a chance, watch the whole replay because it will help you. But go right ahead.
I'll do that as soon as it's released out. So, okay, so I missed the whole part at the beginning about the course doesn't need to have blank, but I'll find that at the beginning. So I'm looking at the 3 questions. So with my statement was, I help Canadian immigration professionals and students of IPP programs to achieve a more in-depth education in the Canadian immigration law and procedures by eliminating the lack of knowledge, okay, that sounded better yesterday. By eliminating the lack of knowledge, it's not eliminating competence and confidence, it's gaining that.
It's gaining.
Yeah, that's where it doesn't quite make sense with what I wrote down. Okay. In providing services to immigration clients with my guaranteed proprietary immigration education integrity program.
Nice.
So, yeah, so I have to reword that section because it sounds like that I'm promoting lack of competence and confidence. So I've got to fix that a little bit. Okay, so now the first question, what are the frustrations? Well, the frustrations are that their initial training program is completely insufficient to allow them to come out the other end and be able to practice, even though it says that it is allowed. It really is not. Okay. And then further education available is quite sporadic and can be expensive. So there's nothing really ongoing and continuous, and that's actually where I'm getting into this.
Got it.
Okay? So there's very little available for them otherwise. So the outcome for my product, my program, is better knowledge and the ability to search out needed knowledge and to be able to provide competent service to the clients. Now,
So
I'm not. So go ahead.
The task now is to come up to five. What's the step that I need that's going to get rid of frustration, and get them to the outcomes? So you want to break it down now to 3 to 5 steps.
Okay. So I'm not sure. I was kind of doing this as I came back and listening to everybody else. So I have. They're not necessarily in order because I just kind of wrote them down. Number 1 is a comprehensive education program.
Go ahead. You froze up for me for a moment, so say it one more time.
For me too. Comprehensive education program. So it's basically like a school is what I'm doing. And then along with that, are you there? I think you're frozen.
Our last 5 minutes, I'm frozen.
Yeah. You there?
Robin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Robin, are you there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Robin. Keep that.
We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. And Robin is hearing you.
I can't hear Robin, though.
Okay, Robin, do you want to type it? So how about this? Because you're working on it and we have 5 more minutes, let's type that in the comments and then Terry can read that and she can give you feedback on that. How's that?
Pick it up in the comments.
Okay.
Thanks, Robin. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened.
Okay, so tomorrow we have pricing. Now that you have the name of your program, and I know a lot of people are still kind of like in day 3 of what should we name it. So Terry, you're gonna have a lot of comments to go over. But we got the name of the program, you know what you're serving, you know your guaranteed outcome, you know who you're helping, and today you should have the 3 to 5 steps of your program and what goes into it, so that tomorrow we can price it. And as Terry was saying, there's a lot of misconceptions about price, so she's gonna nail it down for you tomorrow. Same place, same time. You can rewatch the video as many times as you want on the same page. You have your worksheet, and you have the comments. So you are being supported along the way, and we're gonna get it done so that by day 5, 6, and 7, you guys actually have something you can sell. Anything else for the last day? Not last day, last minute of today.
Last day, the last part of our day today. The one thing I want to just encourage, you guys are doing great. Like, you're making me so happy and proud, and I love teaching this because you're following, you're getting results. The one thing that I really want to stress is if you're not asking the question, what's the one result, and just the one result I can help you with, you're going to create a program that people don't want to buy. So if you haven't done that work, do that work. If you're not getting enough of a response to that, you need to be asking more people in LinkedIn groups and Facebook groups. You need to ask more people. You've got to get this. I'm gonna really quick say Robin's got steps here. Education program, living manuals, option to purchase personal coaching. Okay, so Robin, I'm gonna want you to go back and listen to the beginning of this webinar, because I want steps that go boom, 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 and aren't giving people a lot of stuff. We don't want to give people a lot of manuals. We don't want to give them a lot of training and a lot of videos. We want to go, oh, step 1. So for example, step 1, find out what people want in this program. Step 2, create your core unique positioning statement. Step 3, develop your 3 to 5 step program. Step 4, price your program. So step, not I'm going to give you a bunch of coaching, I'm going to give you a bunch of modules. Here's what you're going to learn, and not the how of how we're going to learn it. So take it from there, Robin. I'll work with you again tomorrow.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much. I know everybody getting so much value out of this, and there's a lot to rewatch and kind of learn again. So go do that, and we will see you tomorrow, same place, same time, same lady.
Massive hugs. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.